Like I changed from, I had that green shirt on when I went to Walmart and to, what do you call it? Jewelry store and Taco Bell, and I had quesadillas earlier. So. As soon as I do something like that, I think they pretend like they're gonna get away with like acting like that's not me in there, and like making it look like I wasn't getting my medicine. So I was like, yeah, right. So, so I had to buy this at Walmart earlier. So it's like a new connector cord. This is the one that was like taping, so you can see it now that I'm not using it and sitting on the floor. You can see that I had to put a bunch of tape on it and try and tape it to my phone. Like the cord part was broke and it wasn't charging my phone correctly. So I got a new cord, which is right here. No, that's why it's got a charge. It's holding a charge. So I had to walk to Walmart to go get a new charger. Imagine that. I gotta get a new phone, but I figured I'll wait until they can't try and premeditatedly overdraft my bank account to make it look like I overdraft my account. Because see, all I had was like my money goes in there tonight, and so I would just have been the 50 for the phone. So if I would have done that, they were gonna try and run through my Hubble account because it was the first time I put my debit card numbers online, and right after I did it, she tried running my card numbers. So she stole my card numbers. When I went to go put the money in the bank for the phone, when I got back here, I was like, oh, I got a thing from Hubble. And it looked like they needed me to call them because they were going to, I went to go click on something because they sent me a thing that said I could get 50% off like my next order of contacts. So when I clicked on it, it wanted you to like press another button and to press another button, but it like sent it through. And I thought it was going to like bring up my information because it's like change your billing information. So I bring it up and then it made it look like my card ran through like December 27th when really like I just made the payment on the 7th of December or the 8th, one or the other. And anyways, long story short, as soon as I put that $50 in the account and they took it out from my phone, they were going to try and overdraft my account. Hubble was. And that's exactly what he just tried to pull at Fifth Third Bank and at Huntington, because they stole $2,500 from me out of Huntington. So then at Fifth Third, they stole, I think, like $5,000 from me. And so he tried to make it look like it wasn't money that was mine going in there, because he thinks if he just says it, they can just like steal it. And then they were like, okay, well, you don't have a card account, like you don't have a checking account anymore, and you are going to Planet Fitness, and it comes out directly out of your checking from Fifth Third. And so when it was coming out of my checking from Fifth Third, that's how I made my Planet Fitness payment. So Planet Fitness was like setting me up the entire time I was there. So every time I'd go in there, they were trying to like run around and like put cameras somewhere and then have somebody get on a machine and like rock back and forth like we were in a mental institution apparently. And so I was getting really annoyed. Not to mention I was there just to work out. And so anyways, every time I'd walk in the bathroom, someone would like go in the stall next to me because I drank like a ton of water because I was working out. And so they'd go in the stall next to me and I'm like, really, were you going to go to the bathroom or are you just going to like make it sound like I'm snorting drugs? I'm not sure. And so then they wanted to make it look like I was doing drugs and they couldn't. So they figured they could probably try and fuck with both of my bank accounts. They could act like they were the ones going to the gym and they're the ones doing drugs. And so I don't know if they were showing up at the same gym I was at, but I think a few times a couple of her family members might have to make it look like she was at the gym. And so anyways, my EFT, it was EFT, like direct money out of my direct deposit went to pay my Planet Fitness account. So when they did that to my bank account, they were like, well, you can't have that come out of there. So I had to open a different bank account. So when I opened a different bank account, he tried to say I couldn't put money in the tube and deposit it into my account. when they knew I had an EFT payment, I just switched to them coming out. They sent my money back through the tube and said I couldn't deposit money in my account. So I said, you're not overdrafting my account. No. Because see, this is the first, like, this is like maybe the, I don't know, whatever it was of the month. I don't get money again for another month. And I'm sure not paying a $35 overdraft fee for a whole entire month so you could like premeditatedly steal my direct deposit, you see. So that's not going to happen either. So when I go into Planet Fitness, I'm like, listen, here's my money. And they're like, sorry, we can't take your payment. And he goes, I have to overdraft your account first. I was like, what the fuck did you just say? And he was like, you swore? I heard you swear. This little faggot fuck that came out of the back. And he's like, so we're going to switch your contract around and you can no longer come here. I'm like, great. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope that somebody else isn't still going to Planet Fitness and pretending they're me. But actually I work out in my bedroom. So now you can see why I'm flipping out. I don't know if you guys would think that was cute or not, but I don't. And so when I'm trying to like pay people money and they won't take it so that they could wreck my bank account, we have issues. Huge ones. Like at the U-Haul place, when I couldn't make my payment the day before my storage unit's due so they could keep my storage unit. And the place is perfectly open. The open sign's on. And there are employees inside the fucking building. And they cannot take my payment. Excuse me, why? Well, we're not taking payments today. I'm like, what the fuck did you just say? You're not keeping my motherfucking medical supplies that are in my storage unit. I'm here to make a payment. Well, I can give you the boss's number, and you can call and pay him over the phone. Okay, so I'm going to call his cell phone, not the U-Haul place on Plainfield. I'm going to call this motherfucker's cell phone and give him my debit card. Is that what you're telling me? So then when I get back, I'm looking through all my U-Haul paperwork because I'm pissed at this point, so I want to see why they're doing it. I'm like, oh, it says you get a free month. Like, so when you first opened, and I had already been there for like 3 or 4 months. So like when you first opened it, you were supposed to get like a free month. And then every other month you were supposed to pay for it. Well, they charged me for every month. And so that's how he was going to steal the free month. He had me call him and give him my debit card number and pay for a month that was supposed to be free at the U-Haul place. So, regardless of the situation, that was fun. And so was the whole Planet Fitness thing. That was fun. That was fun, like, when they knew on the camera, like, where I was at and what location I was at. So, like, they could, like, walk around and make it look like I was in a mental institution. That was fun. And the worst part about it was, like, when they had, like, 2 old people that weren't even there working out, like, in regular clothes, get on these machines, and they're, like, for your abs, and you have to, like, go back like this, and then go back up. So they're, like, crunches, except for there's a weight on your back. So when you're going back and forth like this, it looks like you're rocking. Yeah, they, like, lined those people up right next to me, and then every time I'd, like, go back, they'd go back at the same time and look at me. I'm like, I was like, oh, are we getting this on camera? So, I guess when you're not me, you probably don't have that many kind of issues. But most businesses, when you pay them, they take your payment. So, he was trying to make it look like I was doing drugs. So he didn't want to take my payment. So I told him to fuck off. That's what I did.